Hail Internet, I am Lord VikingBeard. Welcome to Treasure Adventure Game, a Metroidvania with a great big splash of Zelda Wind Waker. You play yet another unnamed hero with amnesia, although you do have a hook for a hand, and hooks are cool. We don't need no swords in this game. We open with a brief flashback of our protagonist as a small boy adventuring with his father and a close friend as they enter some mysterious ruins. Flash forward to the present day and you awake on an island just as you come of age, ready to reclaim your lost past and gather the relics once collected by your father. So far so standard, but honestly the story isn't the draw of the game, although it has just enough to it to make you want to see it through, with a few neat surprises and twists in store. The main focus of Treasure Adventure Game is a huge open world to explore by running, jumping and sailing from island to island, solving puzzles and helping people, although I use the term people loosely. This is achieved with a variety of equipment such as a ship that can shrink to the size of a pixel so you can take it anywhere, and a jar that can store many things and give it magical properties when expelled. For example, filling it with wind allows you to shoot up into the air, or filling it with fire turns it into a short-term flamethrower, letting you burn your way past certain obstacles. In fact, the magic jar is one of the most fundamental tools for puzzle solving that, if it were not a digital-only game, it would be plastered all over the box. The controls are inspired by the SNES, keeping everything focused on the face buttons. All you have is jump, attack, interact and a menu button, with a couple of directional plus button combinations to access equipment and such. It works very well. I love the fact that in order to use any particular item, there is no need to go into a menu to either swap it out or equip it. It's very streamlined. In fact, the only thing you will be using the menu for is to select the various maps that guide you along with the compass toward your different goals, although you still need to find the maps first, so it's not exactly hand-holding. In fact, there is very little in way of direction, some brief explanations or a general suggestion of things you might want to try, such as, let's climb this tree, but no mini-maps with obvious paths, and no puzzles that solve themselves. It's not a particularly difficult game per se, but everything you do will be the result of your own ingenuity, perseverance or skill. The visuals are a very simple 16-bit style, but there are small details that really bring the world to life. A simple day-night cycle causes characters to go to bed and triggers other events. Sailing across the world, you can see islands that are across the map in the background as critters move across the screen. It all makes for a very immersive world that's a joy to explore for its own sake. There's very little I can complain about with this game. There could perhaps be a couple of extra checkpoints here and there, as mistakes can sometimes set you back quite far, but it's never too far. The only thing I found genuinely infuriating is buying lockpicks, and honestly, of all the great designs and decisions, this one baffles me. In order to buy lockpicks, of which you will need many, you must talk to the vendor, scroll through a load of text, at which point you can buy one single pick. And you have to choose yes, but if you keep pressing skip text, you will end up skipping and end up having to do it all again. It's a really small, insignificant problem, but in a game with so few, really sticks out for me. Ultimately, Treasure Adventure Game is so good and has a price that simply cannot be beat. It is indeed Odin approved. You can get Treasure Adventure Game either from Robert Games websites or Good Old Games, and it's totally free. If you want one of the best Metroidvania puzzle platformers money can't buy, Treasure Adventure Game has you covered. Farewell, and thanks for watching.